Welcome back, cozy travelers. If you are new to my channel, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you're coming back, I want to welcome you back. I'm seeing you guys more recent than I usually do because typically my upload schedule is every 2 weeks, and I just uploaded my video for the Tokyo International Pen Show. But to keep in schedule for what I want to put up next officially which is going to be my winter lineup, I wanted to kind of slot this extra video in here, which is just kind of going over everything I got in Japan stationery wise. I was in Japan for about 10 days and I did a lot of stationery excursions and I think it was heavily more focused this time on stationery than it was the first time I went a couple years ago. And so funny enough, the Tokyo Pen Show was like on my first full day there, so then everything else just kind of followed through, and it ended up being a lot more of like I said, stationery focused. So I guess I'm just gonna get into it because I know this video is gonna be pretty long, especially since after editing down my Tokyo Pen Show video, it ended up being like just over an hour, and I didn't get that much stuff compared to what I have to show right now. So strap in, have a cup of tea, a coffee, something, a snack, and let's get into it. So funny enough, my stationery haul stuff starts before my feet even touch Japanese ground. And what I mean by that is I was looking at some sites in the area, like not just Japan, I was looking at stuff from like Singapore and Taiwan and Korea and seeing if I could get some of it shipped to my hotel. And if you check in with your hotel and ask them if they could get stuff shipped and held for you before you get there, they'll let you know right away. And so I've reached out to my hotel and I asked them, hey, can I ship some stuff to the store, to the hotel, and have it be held for me till I get there? And they said, yeah, absolutely, as long as it's properly addressed and it has like your check-in time and check-out date in the notes section, or probably in the third line of like the address, you'll be totally fine. And thankfully everything I did order arrived perfectly, and when I checked in they actually gave me my boxes. So the first thing I had was stuff from Sick in the House, and that was off the site Pinkoi. I'm gonna link it in the description and also just write the name of the site here and the artist. And from them I had ordered a bunch of sticker sets. These have these two characters and they're always interacting in like these like fantastical situations, and they're super cute. And then I had also ordered, I believe I ordered some postcards from them, and I think that was, yeah, because so then the rest, I didn't expect any extras. I had ordered these 7 items, and then in my package came all these extra stickers, which was super sweet of them to include. There was also this sticker set, and then a bunch of the sticker like full sheets, which are great for putting the characters in. And so that was literally the first thing I had opened when I got into my hotel. So I was like checked in, dropped my luggage off. We arrived like the evening, so it was like almost 9 o'clock when we checked in. So this was like the first thing I unpacked. The other things that had gotten shipped to me was stuff from Suragaya, which is a site I've mentioned a bunch of times on this channel. That is a secondhand anime store in Japan that does also ship to the States. But with the tariff situation, I was just kind of seeing if I could get it shipped there and then just put that in my luggage and bring that home. So I had that shipped to me. And then, oh, the other thing I had, which was one of the important things for me, was my Hobonichi order. I was planning on going to the Tobichi store in Japan, and I actually ended up going there probably like halfway through my trip, but I wanted to 100% make sure that the items I wanted were shipped to me, and that was the weeks for my 2026 book, and I'm glad I did because it wasn't in the store when I went. So I'll talk about that when I talk about my stuff that I got at the Tobichi store, but know that I also did get my Hobonichi order shipped to the hotel. So I had mentioned that I got some stuff from Suragaya as well. The only stationery items I'd gotten from there were 2 of these platinum placer pens. I have shown off my Jujutsu Kaisen pen, which was just like a black one, and I saw that on the site they had the Tiger and Bunny pens, which I do have like an actual like slightly more pricier fountain pen from the show, but they also had these and I thought they were really cool and just kind of a fun piece to collect. So these are the placers. These are just platinum pens, and that one says the character that's in red, and it is a pop off, and I think they just have like a regular, yeah, it just comes with a cartridge for you to put in, but I have converters, so I don't really use these. And this is in, these are fine, so I like that size a lot. The other one is this one. So both engraved with the logo and then the character's name. So these were fun, just kind of bonuses that I ordered. I don't know if I'm gonna ink them up anytime soon, but I just really wanted to have them as just collectors for pens that are anime themed, and yeah, just a little bonus. Okay, now my first actual stationery purchase when I was there. Before going to the pen show on November 1st, I had the intention of going to hit a few other stores that were on that side of Tokyo, mostly because I wasn't going to be spending a lot of time in like a lot of the main areas. So I was like, I'm not going to be around Ginza or Tokyo Station or a lot of that, which is the side that if you know the Yamanote line, like the east side is that, so it's like Tokyo, Ginza, Hamamatsucho, a couple other places like Akihabara, and I didn't go to those areas this time, so, or frequent it, so I was like, let me hit that side, get everything I need. So right down the street from Tokyo Station, I took a quick clip to show like the distance, literally walking off the side of the Marunouchi side, which is the side where like the building is more of a brick building, and the side where the Emperor's Castle is. So on that side, literally across the street, like a 2-minute walk, you're gonna see this building that has a big M on it, and that's the Maruzen building. So in that store, there's like cafes and other department stores, but the one I wanted to go to was the Maruzen bookstore. And for that, I knew they were gonna have some ink, and when I looked it up online, it said it was on the 2nd floor of the bookstore. I am glad I asked. I like put it in Google Translator and then showed it to one of the people working there, and they told me it was actually on the 4th floor. So I'm really glad I checked in with that, because I was looking around the 2nd floor for a while. I even accidentally went down to the basement thinking that was technically maybe the 1st floor. That was all confusing, but to say if you're there and you want to get inks, go to the 4th floor. What's also good about the 4th floor is that that's where your tax-free counter is. I don't know if it's going to be the same, because I believe they're changing the tax-free esqueness of like the setup. So for now, as of November of 2025, the tax-free counter place where you go to get your money back is on the 4th floor. So going up there, I was looking for pretty much inks that were exclusive to them, or basically anything that was exclusive to Japan. I did break the rules a couple times, but it was mostly because I was like, I was already there and I might as well just grab the ink. But the two that I was shown were these two Sailor inks, which is the Osaka de Osaka and the Nagoya Kinsachi. And these are just Sailor inks, but they're more based on areas in Japan. So this one's like Osaka and this is Nagoya. And these were both really gorgeous colors. There were a lot of other ones. I think I took a picture of it. I'm gonna see if I put it here. And there were some other ones that I was really interested in, but I was trying to also not purchase too many colors that I already have. And I don't have a lot of reds, and if I do, it's mostly samples. So I was like, I definitely want to get a red, and yellow is a color I've really been drawn to recently, especially legible, like not oranges, yellows. And so I got both of these together. I'll show the swatches because I did swatch all these colors already, and I don't want to swatch them on video because then we'll really be here for a long time. So the Osaka color is like this. On the camera it might look a little bit more orangey, but it is like more of a pinky red, and it does have some sheening, which I really like. And then this is the Nagoya Kinsachi, which is like a really nice yellow, and you might be seeing this color pretty soon, possibly in the winter lineup. So those were those two colors. And then since I was already there, I did get other stuff for Ponderobu, which if you are a follower of the Hobonichi covers, Ponderobu was one of the Loft exclusive ones a couple years ago. So I've been in love with that character ever since. So I got a couple of drawstring pouches. There's 3 of them in here. And I got those along with a couple of other items with the character. But bookstores are actually a really good place to go into, especially if you're looking for like character stuff. Like there was a bunch of stuff on the 2nd floor of Ponderobu, and then there was like Hello Kitty stuff and other stuff. So if you're by a bookstore, pop in. There might be some really cool stuff there. So after the pen show, we, and by we is a friend I met at the show, decided to pop over to Ancora because I really wanted to do my make your own pen. And with that, I think it's like $25, maybe $30 USD to basically go into the store. There's like a big setup in the front where like there's like pieces of pens, like the barrel, the handle, the finials, caps, everything. Nib size color, not nib sizes, you get one size, nib colors. And you basically get a little tray, put the pieces you want. This could take a while because like you're gonna be looking at different combinations, but once you've set up the one you want, you can go to the counter and then they'll assemble it for you, which you can videotape. I just was too distracted, and they'll give it to you. And the one I made was this one. I went with more of the purpley body, white ends, light blue barrel. I did the gold accents as opposed to silver, and then I went for the dark, like purpley brown hand, like barrel area, and then I got the gold. And what's really cute is that, I don't know if it'll show, but it has the Ancora logo along with the nib size, which is a medium fine. And so this was really fun. I really thought I was gonna go for more of the, they had like 4 or 5 exclusive colors for the season. I thought maybe like, oh, since like these are exclusive, like this pen making is already exclusive in itself. And I was like, maybe I'll make one with those colors, but it just didn't really speak to me. So I was like, I'm not gonna make a pen that I'm not in love with. So I just went with the colors that they typically have. So I did that. I did technically make a trip back on my last full day. So Ancora kind of bookended my trip. So I went the first full day I was there, and then I also went in the last full day I was there. And the reason I went on the last full day again was because it was raining on that day. And if you know anything about the Ancora store, I just realized that fell. Anything about the Ancora store is that they have limited edition things that happen on certain days. And what I mean by that is if there's a full moon on a certain day, you have to go in and get a bottle of ink because they have an ink that's only released when it's a full moon. The other ink that's exclusive is their rainy day ink. So on days when it's raining, they have an ink available. And this is a bag that most of my stuff came in, really cute. And in this bag is the rainy day ink. Super cute little box. And let me see if I have everything swatched. So I should have gotten this one ready. Okay, so this is what the rainy day ink looks like. It's a really nice, like light grayish blue. And I think it fits the rainy day mood really nicely. What was also available because it was raining was their rainy day pen. And I got, because not only was it the pen, but you could also get the converter, which is themed, and it looks like this. Super cute. There's a little umbrella on the finial, and the converter itself, I mean, it's hard to see it on here. Let me open it. There we go. The little converter has little rain boots and an umbrella, and it's raining. Plus the handle here area has like little glitter pieces, kind of reminiscent of rain. And it's not on the full barrel, like it's like the body of it. It's only on the part where you put your hand. But I thought that was so precious. And this is also a medium fine steel nib. Oh, and the nib is also themed. Like, it was such a precious like keepsake for the trip. And I wasn't planning on really getting the pen, but I was like, I'm already here. This pen is like not going to be available to me again because I don't know when the next time we'll be going to Japan is. But I was like, might as well just grab it now. So I got the pen, the converter, and the ink on my last day. And then the first day I got the make your own pen. The next big store I went to was one of the ones that was one of the top things I definitely wanted to do. Obviously there was the pen show, but this store was one of my like must go-tos because I missed out because only by like I think a couple months, because they had opened their store in 2023 and I had gone in March, and I think they had opened like maybe like a month later. And so I was like, I just missed their opening, and this store is very dear to me because the owner of it is a YouTuber who I started following during 2020, which is when I actually got into everything stationery wise, like Hobonichi, and I got into fountain pens like a year later. But this creator, which if you don't know them, their name is Rainbowholic, is a huge inspiration to me and kind of why I started journaling. So she has a store in Jujo, and it's super cute. Like, it's a small store, but there's so much. And she has a really cool station because it almost doubles as like a mini cafe, because they have like coffee and sodas, and you could literally sit down and just like play with all the free stationery she has. She has like papers you could stamp and write on and write people letters, and you could be there for hours as long as you purchase like one thing. I purchased several things, and I went there really early around the time they opened, which was I think 11 a.m. I was there probably like 11:15, 11:20. And Kayla had just gotten back from the Bungu Joshi in Hiroshima. And so I was able to say hi, and Taz is also there, which is one of the creators and employee for Rainbowholic. So I was able to say hi to them and give them some stickers. And long story short, was really awesome, was there for a bit, and let me show you the huge damage I did. So all this was packaged really cute, but I had opened this quite a few times just to kind of look at stuff, and I did do a really quick haul on my Instagram story, and so just know that this was packaged a lot cuter, but I have opened this so many times that the washi tape is just not sticking anymore. But she's very big into like junk journaling, so everything that they have has like little pieces of ephemera and stickers and washis, which you know is going to be in my journal at some point, or just my junk journal. So in this first package, here are some of those papers I was talking about, where it's like she just has like sheets of stuff that you could stamp. And I stamped a bunch of these because I wanted to give them out to a few friends, especially ones in the Cozy Travelers group that are also into Rainbowholic. And so I stamped a few of these, got a few extra sheets, and I'm gonna hand those out as like little souvenir gifts. This is a little thank you card that I got in my package for visiting. She also does have an online site, so if you're interested, the site is right here. I'll also link that down in the description. This cute little sticker card of Kayla in this like basically like what her room looks like. This cute collab card. This is what the storefront looks like. It's super cute. This is the menu that you could go and grab. Like I said, there's a coffee, ice cream, sodas. What is this one? Oh, avocado. And yeah. And this is showing you where it is compared to the station, because it is a pretty quick walk over from Jujo to the store. And Jujo is only about like a 20-minute ride from Ikebukuro, which is where I was staying, and that is on the Yamanote line. So if you're anywhere on that, like if you're in Shinjuku, Shibuya, Ginza, Tokyo, like station area and stuff like that, like you could easily get here. So she has a bunch of sticker packs that are A5 sized, and they're not only single-sided, they're double-sided. So she has 2 sheets per pack, and I got this one. I have this one. Trying to see if I could get no glare in it. flip these, but these are also apparently this way. I had to get the fall themed one because I was there in the fall, and so when I do my spreads, I'm gonna be using these mostly. And this really cute, like, sending out mail one. There's like postage and people using stationery. And these animals like painting and drawing. It's super, super sweet. So those are the big sticker packs I got. This was the everything else bag. Again, this was sealed really well before, and I've just opened this bag too often. But this bag, like, I'm gonna be cutting this up and putting in my junk journal as well. Alright, where do I start here? Okay, so I got these two stamp books, and I had done a bunch of the Traveler's Notebook passport size accordion, which in hindsight I really should have just done the standard one, but I wasn't really in the mood to carry that with me, but just the passport one's really small. But Japan has, and this is available in most bookstores as well, they're called like stamp books, like for traveling around, and they look like this, and inside of it like you could index where you want to go, and it shows you like different areas that have them, because like zoos have stamps, every train station has one, pop-up things have them, some stores have them, and with that, it's a really good way to catalog where you've been. And I thought that was such a cute one, especially because this one has like a little luggage on it. So I got this one, even though I had already filled my other books. I filled 3 of those accordion books, by the way. I wish I had just done something like this if I had known I was gonna get that many stamps. But I think that was a fun way to know, like, if I go to Japan again, this is definitely the way to go. I did not only just get one, I got 2 because I couldn't pass up on this Sanrio collab one. And again, they look very similar. This one just has like the characters on it. But what I'm thinking is I'm gonna maybe save this one for a potential future Japan trip, and then use this one for collecting either stickers from when I travel, because not a lot of places I know do stamps. Like in the States, like I don't really know many places that use a stamp as like a commemorative thing for when you go somewhere. It's usually like you can get like a travel sticker like for your luggage, and so I'm thinking of doing that for this. I actually did purchase a couple of Japan stickers, like of areas, so I might put those in here. My other thought is I did do a kind of like food journal when I was over there, but I don't know how well this paper is going to handle watercolor, so I do have to do a test. But that is a potential other idea for this, so we'll see if I stick to that or if I just do like the travel stickers, because I really like that idea as well. I got more stickers. I got these really cute postcards, one of which is going to a friend, so I'm gonna put that on the side before I forget. I got this fall themed one because again, I was there in the fall, so I wanted to get something to show that. I got this Taz the Unicorn pack that literally had a pin, all their stickers. Looks like there's like some pads, some more papers, and all these washi tape rolls, and that was only about 25 USD because there you see 2,980 yen. That's about $25 USD. So I was like, a bunch of washi stuff. That's really cool. I'm gonna grab all that. I got a Suica sticker because I couldn't find the store in Tokyo Station, so I literally just got that. There was a bunch of other stuff too, a Suica theme, which actually the next thing I have here is a Suica washi tape, and it has the character, which Suica is the mascot for the JR line, or at least it currently is, because I just saw the news that they're changing the mascot, which is crazy because the penguin is so iconic and I love that thing so much. And then we have more Taz washi because tigers. Enough said. And then this one I got, which was really adorable. It's like these like different like ethnicities journaling. I thought that was so sweet. So I had to get that one, especially because like with Cozy Travelers, like when we do our meetups, like it's everybody, like we're all different backgrounds and stuff. So I think that really kind of shows the power of stationery and how it kind of brings us together. And then the last thing I have here is a Mofusan pet tape. Or it might be washi tape that's just rolled on pet, like that pet tape material. But yep, I got these and that. And that's everything I got at Rainbowholic. And then I was there for like probably another hour just stamping stuff. Let me see if I could see the stamp book, because even though that's not a proper haul, it was part of like the situation. Yeah, so this is the accordion books I was talking about. And these two I got at Jujo, that was the train station. And then these are all Rainbowholic stamps. Like she has a bunch. The last one I have here too, yeah. I got that one there. So I have 3 of these basically filled. And that's what I was saying, like, had I known I was gonna be doing so much stamping, I would have just stuck with the book. But loved everything I got. Was really, like I said, could not have had a better time there. And so if you're in the Tokyo area and you wanna do something really cool, I highly recommend going to this Rainbowholic store. Next up, we have here a bag we probably all know. This is the Traveler's Notebook bag. I had actually gone to 2 different locations. I went to the one at Tokyo Station, and I also went to the one in Nakameguro, which is the Traveler's Factory. Separate days again. And so let me show everything. They're combined. Some stuff was from one specific place, the other was from the other, but I just got everything. We got the accordion size and the standard of this collab they did. I thought it was really cool. It's like gold foiled one. I got 1 of the standard refills. I have 3 of the half trips because I love using these for travel. It just is easier to kind of commemorate trips, and I can get through the books a lot faster than trying to do it in one full one. I have the Traveler's Factory Nakameguro bag. If you do a small fee, they will actually package your bag if you say that it's a gift. I think it's like 5 yen, maybe 10 at most, which is like 5 cents or 10 cents. So it's really not that much. And you get this really cute extra ephemera. You get to pick your sticker and you get this little tag and they put a string in it. I had to lightly open it because I needed to grab something from here, but this is sealed up here back here. Let me get that off because I need that for my junk journal. I think here I got more notes. So this is from the Traveler's Factory, because I did also get the package at the Tokyo Station one for my partner because they got a passport. And so they opened that up because they wanted to open up their passport. The other thing I got was this one, which is the Line a Day 3-year diary. The reason I got this one, and let me see if I remember. Yeah, so I don't know what it was, but looking at this really made me think of like a really good way of swatching colors. Like, I know Midori paper is great with ink, so I was like, this could be a really great way to swatch colors. More so my samples, because I have a lot of samples and I barely get to swatch them, except for when they're in my cards here. So I think this could be a really fun way to do that, because the way I'm swatching bottles is doing my drawings where I do one correlating to the ink brand. And so I'm thinking maybe doing this one for my samples that I get. So that was this one. I also got the Passport Partners one. 2 of the Passport half trips. I'm a big half trip fan. Another baggie. I got the coffee table trip one, which I think is maybe a little smaller than that. Yeah, smaller than the Nakameguro bag. But really thought these were cute. I love using these to put my books in sometimes. I got some letterpress stickers. Oh, there's more passport books. I have these 2, which I was originally thinking of maybe using for stamps, and then I just didn't. So maybe I'll use those next time. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. There's so many of them to choose now from. And then I got a standard blank for my passport as well. The last few things I got were washi tape. I got the train line one, which is already open because I used it to pack some mail for souvenirs that I sent out. And then the ticket one, which I've only had a sample of, and so I was there and I was like, I really want to grab a roll. And this will make a great kind of sampling to send out to people. Last thing I got was the roll stickers, which are these really cute themed ones. I think these would be great to ship out in as well. Yeah. Sleeping Limited Express, that's so cute. But yeah, I got these as well. I did get a charm as well. I'm trying to see if it's near me right now. Passport that I brought with me, if you've watched my setup for my Japan trip, was pretty much blank. I think it only had like a clip on it. And it definitely got the Japan globe as well. I got these two patches actually at Rainbowholic, including the one on the back here. And I got this charm and this one at the Traveler store. This one specifically at the train station one, and this one at, I think actually no, both of these I got at the Tokyo Station Traveler store. So I got these two. And that was it. Yeah, so those are the two extra things that aren't in this pile that I got from Travelers. The next store I went to was one that's located in Nihonbashi, and that was the department store Eslite. And from there I got 3 exclusive inks. I got the collab that they did with 315, which is I believe a Filipino tea company, and this one's the Rose Fruity Milk Tea, which is what was the inspiration color for my fountain pen that I made with Laravel pens. The other one that they had collabed one was this one with Ink Institute. And then this one, which was the Cafe au Lait, which is a scented ink with coffee, and it really does smell like it. And so far when I've written with it, it hasn't done that feathering thing that some scented ones have. And those swatched out look like this. So this is the Rose Milk Tea one. This one is the Ink Institute Zishi Huan Talao. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's this one. And the Eslite coffee scented one is this one. So these are all really nice colors. And the attendant there who helped me out was super nice. Like, he didn't speak a lot of English, but I think he kind of got across with what I was trying to do, and he helped me like test out some colors that were available, specifically this one, and that's why I actually ended up getting it. This one I knew I was going to get already because I had seen it online, especially on the Wet Pens videos about exclusive inks in Japan. Though I think he got the standard one, and I wanted to get the rose milk one. There was this one, which I had never heard of, but I really wanted to try because I thought it was really cute with the train. And then this one I was interested in, but I wasn't sure about. And then once he showed it to me and was like, this is the color of it, this is what it sounded like, the writing wasn't feathering, I was like, okay, I'm sold, and I'm gonna get this one as well. I also got from them, they had like a really cute stamp. It's in my stamp book as well, but I wanted to get the commemorative paper for it as well. And this was like the other stuff that they had as well. And then I got some really cute keychains from them. One of the locations, so it says Eslite Spectrum Nihonbashi. And these cute acrylic charms that say how fantastic. And then the one that says that's right is on my passport one, which I don't know where I put it down, but just know it's on my passport as well. Alright, Loft was a store I went to twice, mostly because I needed to grab stuff early on in my trip, and that was actually because I ran out of tape when I was journaling. So I had to go run and grab a dot liner because they didn't have the Tombow one, so this one was great because I know that a lot of people like this one. So I grabbed one of these. Let's see what else. This one has a lobstick on it. Oh yeah, okay, I remember when I grabbed at the other store. I had gotten this clear clip. I actually got 2 of them. There is a more like sage one that I have that's already on one of my books. I think it's actually on my Hobonichi. So I got 2 of these because these are the mini ones of the big clips, which if you've seen, these are really popular. This is the standard size and this is the mini. So I was like, this is so cute for like my passport or just like A6 books. I like this size, and then these are for like bigger ones. So I got one of those. I got a Papier Plate, which is, I've mentioned it before with the ink. They did a washi tape, which has, it's very similar to like Eric Small Things. So I got that one. this a notebook? Yeah, it's just a notebook pulling out. This is a notebook from, I forget the artist, because I've been following their stuff now, especially since they released like these note cards that I got through Yoseka. And I really like, they had like the retro post one, they have like the candy one. There's some letter sets from it, but I really wanted to get one of the notebooks, and I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I really wanted to have it. So I got this one. I got some B-side label stickers from them. This should have been in my sticker section, but I guess they forgot to pull these out because I got a lot of stickers from different areas, so I just kind of wanted to show everything for stickers in one go. But I got these at Loft, but B-side label has a lot of locations. They also have like their own brick and mortar ones. One was in Kamakura, and then the other one I forget where it is, but there is another one located where there's like a lot of thrift stores. If I remember when I'm editing, I will put the name of the location where the other one is. So I got that. Like I said, I'm really into the retro post art style one. So there was a stamp, and this is, I think, one of the only stamps I got. I mentioned that. I got a bunch of my favorite glue because I go through this a lot. So I was like, let me get 3 of the big ones and then 2 of the smaller ones. And so I will be set with glue for a bit, which is great. And then the only other thing I got there was this really cool tape dispenser, which you were like, well, why did you need a tape dispenser? I needed a couple of things to put into my book that the tape wasn't working with because of the material. But this was great because not only does it dispense tape and cut it, which is like really awesome, but if you push, like pull the lever and like have the tape, you could pull it and adjust the size you need it, and then once you release it, it cuts it. This is awesome. I don't think we have anything here like this in the States, besides like the big rollers for packing tape that cuts it. But these have like the pre-cut sizes for you. Like, that's amazing. So I am glad I got this because this is like one of those like random things that I'm like, am I gonna need this? But it ended up being perfect. So, all right, I'm gonna take a quick break because I don't know if you hear my cat, but he's meowing because it is close to their food time. All right, back from feeding all the animals in my house. Next up we have here, like I mentioned, I ordered a bunch of my Hobonichi stuff to the hotel, but I also actually did go to the store. So I ended up just putting everything I got from Hobonichi in the box. So let's open this up. The first thing I got was the Day Free. I was supposed to grab the blank one, which is the orange covered one, and I don't know why my brain was like, yeah, this is the one you wanted. But at least the pages are still blank. They just have the quotes on the bottom. And so yeah, I'm just gonna be using this as like a catch-all and probably where I do like my maybe inkings of stuff, mostly because I don't know what I did with my other A5, and I don't know how you misplace a book this big, but until I find it, I'll be using this one to be swatching stuff in. So I got that. I got a bunch of bands, mostly because over time these do get stretched out. And so I got a replacement for all of the ones I have. And then I also wanted to try these new ones, the adjustable ones that they have. I got the gray and mustard one. At the store, they also had this one, which is for your weeks. But what I was thinking of as I was looking at it, I was like, the weeks width is not much more than the passport size. Like, I think it's actually like a little narrower. So I was like, and there's an elasticness too. Like, there's a band to it. So I was like, I wonder if this will stretch on the passport, mostly because the holes on this look like they'll fit more of a regular pen. And by that, I mean like fountain pens, because if you've seen the Traveler's clips, the leather hole they have on that is super narrow. Like, I think it only really holds like the clip, or if you have like maybe like a Kaweiko or something skinny, but it really doesn't hold anything normal sized. So I was like, I wanted the red one because I was like, I think it'll suit this really well, and just, you know, had a prayer that it would fit, and thankfully it does. It fits it really nicely, actually. Usually I don't have this through here, it's usually like that. And so now when I travel with this, I could put perfectly, because it'll hold regular pens in here. Happen to have these nearby. So this one holds it all the way up to the barrel, which is great. And I don't know if I'm gonna push it all the way with the clip on it. And then this one, I think will hold mostly just like the barrel. But sailor caps are pretty thick, so let's see about this one. Yeah, like it might not hold that one, but it'll go into this one, which is what my whole goal was. I want to be able to put a pen with this that like is a normal size and not just like a pocket one. So this ended up being such a great find. I forget what it's called. I know it's just like a band for the week. So if you're on the Hobonichi site and you see these, like, and you've been wanting something to hold on your passport, I don't think it'll work on the standard, but definitely on the passport, this is a great find. Apparently I got 2 of the gray ones. I don't remember hitting 2, but these are pretty inexpensive, so I'm not surprised I accidentally hit 2. I got, technically I have 3 of these, but one I already gave to my partner. I got one with my weeks, one with my avec, and then one with the accidental day free I got. Here's the avec. This is the split year for 2026. I got some of the stamps from the store. I got this one and the store Tobichi's stamp. I got the business card for the store. This is the stuff that came like for the app. I got a cream colored whiteout tape for the weeks. A really cute washi tape that has like these more retro style logos and looks like almost like posters. I got my little robot for getting the avec. And I got this pouch because I don't remember seeing this on the site. It might have been on there and I just didn't notice, but yeah, they had this really cute clear pouch and I thought it was adorable. There's a nice spacing in there. There's a nice like width to it. And so I got one of these. And then the thing I had been hoping to get, and in my Hobonichi video I had mentioned being upset about missing this out, and my second chance being in Japan. So as I said, I had ordered stuff to my hotel in worries that I wouldn't be able to have it at the store, and funny enough, it was not available in the store. It was sold out there as well. So I'm really glad I had ordered this online and it was at my hotel, and when I saw it I was brought back to the fact that I really wanted this specific cover for my weeks, and so I have it now and I'm super duper happy. So half of that stuff was from my shipment and the other half was from the store, but overall I'm really happy with all the stuff I got at Hobonichi. Next up we have my stuff from Muji. We do have Muji here in the state, but these specific books we don't have here and I don't know why. Also, straggling Hobonichi item. And that is this pouch, which is an organization pouch. But not only is it that, but it's also a ring system, which is really awesome. And so I was like, let me, because this has like the front pocket, the side pocket, a pouch, but they also have inserts that would fit because it's the rings. And that has like, I got the card size, got the zipper pouch plus the pocket size, and then the long pouch size. So basically 3 different sizes to put in here. It also has these pouches here on the side. And I think that's going to be such a great way to organize my stickers or other like stationery items, small things, maybe even ephemera. So this was one of the top things I definitely wanted to get at Muji. It looks like this. And that was the price I paid, which is about like $10. And then the next thing I got, which was, I used these last time and they were great because they're kind of like scrapbooks where it's like the back is sticky and you could put stuff in it that's like maybe odd size, like something that's like not a photo. And that is these. Let me see if I have one that's filled so I can show you. Yeah, so this is the one I had done when we went last time. And what's fun is that I put postcards in it. I put event stuff like from pop-ups. I'm trying to see if we have, yeah, so there was like weird items like when I went to a pop-up cafe that the items were like long and wouldn't really fit in like a normal type of book. So these were really great to kind of stick them in because the back is adhesive, so then you close it and just seal it up. These were another two of like the odd shaped items. A bunch of postcards in here. This artist is one of my favorite. If you're ever going to Enoshima, they have this specific artist. Her name is Uchi, and it's always with this cat because there's cats always roaming on Enoshima. And yeah, so I love this because it's not too big. It's a nice size. It was able to hold everything ephemera-wise that I wanted for the trip. And so I got, I think 3 of these. Yeah, I got 3 of the small ones. And then I got 1 of the bigger ones because they're really nice. And I always find use for these albums, especially because I like to still print out pictures. So these are great. Here we have my haul from Kingdom Note, which is a pen store in Shinjuku. And from there, first thing I'll mention is I got an exclusive ink, which is the Yokucho Red. They had a bunch of other ones like Suburban Blue. There was like a yellow one for I think there was a pink one for the neon lights. Possibly a yellow one, but I don't 100% remember. But yeah, this is the Kingdom Note exclusive color. And then I also got a pen. That one was new. And then I got a secondhand one. So let me show you what these look like. So for the secondhand pen I got, they had a whole wall of pens, and it'll tell you if they're secondhand, and there'll be a description, so you might have to Google Translate those. And with that one, I got this beautiful Sailor Pro gear. This is a Wancher collab, which means on the nib, you'll see the Wancher flower there. And this is a 21K nib, and the colorway body for this one is called Moon. It is a gorgeous, deeper, like it's a more desaturated blue, and it has really nice subtle gold sparkles in it along to accent the gold accents here, and then the yellow and finials. You have the Wancher logo on the finial here as well. And yeah, this was absolutely gorgeous. First broad Sailor, so I was gonna get it, anything as long as it was bigger than a medium. And this one was, because it was secondhand but in a really good condition and an exclusive, it was about $300. The other pen I got, which was this one, I had been on the lookout for, especially at the pen show. And when I didn't see it there, I was just kind of like, okay, like maybe it's not gonna happen on this trip. But going into Kingdom Note, it was actually the first thing I saw walking into the store and then going to the right. And that was this gorgeous Platinum 3776 in the Koi color. And that was absolutely beautiful. And it was on sale actually. So it ended up, I think, being from originally 300 USD to 250. So that was already catching my interest. And then again, it was like, if it's not in a medium, I don't want it. And when I saw that it was the only medium they had left, I knew it was a sign to get it. So this one is a 14K one, and both are already inked up, and you'll be seeing them in my winter lineup. And had I not already picked a color, I think the Yokucho Red would have been really nice with this one, but you'll have to wait and see next week to see what color I put in there. But that one ended up being, like I said, 250, so 300, and then the ink. And then it is also tax-free, so they were able to kind of situate that for me there when I was at the counter. For this one, it was really nice. I got this one in the ink Suburban Blue, which is one of those other Kingdom Note exclusive colors, because with the secondhand pens, they offer you a free ink up on your pen, and you could do any color they have there, be it exclusive or from another brand. And it's funny because she was explaining, she's like, oh, are you going on a flight soon? And I was like, I'm leaving in a couple days. And she was just kind of trying to explain to me like, hey, make sure that your nib is up, and I was like, oh, trust me, I always know, travel with the nib up. So this one travels really nicely, and I actually had this, I'll put a quick brief picture here of how I traveled with it on my passport book, and I was actually using that to write in some of my little jotted notes for the trip. So that was Kingdom Note. The last two stores I'll do together are stuff I got from Hands and Seria, and a quick brief mention of Don Quixote, which was this pen here. But so the reason I really want to go to Hands was because they have a machine called the Osmo Park, and what it does is you can make stamps there. And I'm trying to see if I have some spare sheets here. So what you do is you go to the machine, you click what size you want to do, it walks you through how to put this in the machine, and then you upload a picture from your phone. For me, I had known I was going to do this, so I had specifically designed something for my stamp, and then I attempted one where I didn't, I just kind of impulsively picked it. And the one I planned for was this one, which is a little doodle of my head. And that one came out great, I think, because again, I designed for it, it's pretty contrasted. And then the other one I tried to do was our logo for Cozy Travelers. That one didn't come out as well because, again, I think it was just too detailed and there's like too much information in it for it to capture it, especially because it's only black and white. So the text is barely legible. The figure is kind of perfect. There's, you know, fuzzy edges, but you know, it is what it is. But I think if I had planned something more like this for that, it would have worked out perfectly. So if you ever are in Hands, and this is the location I did it, was in Shinjuku, make sure your file is contrasted enough, because you could do pictures of like actual photos, but just make sure the saturation is bumped so that like any lines that are like vague are more pronounced, and I think it'll work out perfectly. So this is what I did there. And so obviously you're walking around the store, and this was located on the 4th floor by the registers. On my Instagram, I actually have a video that walks you through the whole step. So go on my Instagram page and look at the reels, it should be there. And then since I was already walking around on the stationery floor, I passed by this color by Sailor, Hanagokoro. I thought it was a really gorgeous color, and it really does, it shifts from this like blue to this like deeper brown purple, and I really love that color. So I got that, and this is, I believe, available in the States, so I just happened to be there and it caught my eye, so I just grabbed it. And then I got this Sachi Ito stamp pad in this like pink salmon color. I just really like the color, so I grabbed that. In Seria, which is one of their dollar stores, kind of like Daiso, and I think the other one's like Kanju, and then there's also like a 100 yen store. I got these adorable stickers. This pretty durable feeling cutting mat. And I got a bunch of like stuff that protects your keychains and like other stuff like that. I'm not gonna show it here, but I got a bunch of that stuff. I got some socks, and it was all really, really cheap. So if you pass by one of their dollar stores, don't pass it up. Like, go in there, because you're gonna find some really cool stationery stuff. And lastly here we have is the Pochako pen I got with little ears, so cute, at Don Quixote, which is one of their really big stores that has like everything. It is very overwhelming there, so honestly I like popped in, saw this, grabbed it, and walked out, because there's a lot going on. There's like lights, there's like almost floor to ceiling like items, like souvenirs, clothes, food, snacks, makeup, beauty products, everything. So if you're really good with like high stimulation stuff, you'll be okay, but it was kind of a lot, so just went and got that. So those were the last store mentioned things. This last grouping of stuff I'm going to mention is honestly just like miscellaneous things that I got from maybe a bit of everything, but let me show you what those are. So these things called clear files are really popular in Japan. I actually got this really cute ticker one from, I think it was a souvenir purchase I had made, and it really is just to hold your papers. But these are super popular. Like, I got this one in a gacha machine. It's kind of a cool way to commemorate art too if you're in some of the pop-up stores, because if you don't have room maybe for bigger things, like they always have the art in a version of a clear file. So like I got a bunch of merch from the Kuroko Sanrio collab that was happening. So I got one of those. And I saw a store that was commemorating this character's birthday from Free Iwatobi Swim Club. So I got one of those. And then some of my favorite characters from the show as well. So those were the clear files. I got some postcards and some stickers from Enoshima. This is one of my favorite places to go. So I got that, and I got a bunch of plushies. Like that was some things that I'm not showing obviously in here is like either anime themed stuff or like plushies, and so that's for that. I had mentioned stickers. I got so many stickers. These are the travel ones I was talking about that I might put in that book. Some of these are from anime. Some are from the towns I went to. These are from B-Side Label. Oh, most postcards. This is actually also from Kawagoe. Really cool. One depicting the festival that happens in that town. Here, oh, there we go. If I could get it out, here we go. Yeah, so I got a bunch of different anime themed ones, some cat ones, tigers, cats, sharks, cats, sharks, and Jujutsu Kaisen. So I got a bunch of stickers, unsurprising. And the last thing I'll mention to wrap up this video is the pouches I got. So this is a really cool Mofusan one I got in a gacha machine. Oh, actually no, I got this one in a crane game. I fought tooth and nail to get this pouch. I eventually got it. Probably more money than I could have spent if I just went to a store. I went into our local post office in Ikebukuro, and that's another place you should pop into is go to the post office. Like they might have really cool stuff. So I ended up getting this postcard, and I got this adorable pouch there. And I had to get it because they were like all postal themed. And I was like, there's a glass nib and ink and stamps. I was like, this is right up my alley. So I ended up getting that from the post office, which you really wouldn't have expected it, but you know, they might have some themed things. And the postal service's mascot is this really cute bear. They didn't have any merch at the time, but if you pop in, maybe there'll be something at the one near your hotel. And I got this adorable pouch holder that clips onto the inside of your bag, so it's easier to grab stuff, especially if you have like a tote bag. A tote bag is just one big hole, so stuff just gets lost in there, but this helps it so that you're a little bit more organized with your stuff. So this one was really cute. I got this one in a gacha machine. It is from this like salaryman manga. I traded with my partner because they really liked the one I had gotten, but I thought they were both cool. And the inside of the pouch has like panels from the comic. So I got that. And then I got this one also from a gacha machine, this Shokopan man with the piece of bread on his head. And the last one I got was the Shupato Itoya exclusive bag. What makes these really cool and interesting is that, you'll see here the directions is when you open it, like it holds out, but when you're folding it, you lay it down and then you literally snap the sides together and you could fold it up and it rolls back into this. So let me see if that's accurate and as easy as it sounds. I did end up going to the Itoya store, but I actually only went to the cafe, which is on the 12th floor. If you've been to the one in Ginza, that thing is 12 floors of stationery, and it was the same day as the pen show and I was already kind of exhausted and hungry, so we just kind of popped up to the cafe to have a drink and then went out for dinner after. So I didn't really actually get anything from Itoya. And I saw this one actually at the Haneda Airport mini kiosk thing of Itoya, and was glad I was able to finally get something for the store, even though this I didn't get it directly from the big one. But this is a huge bag. Like, this is the smaller of the two. There's two sizes. There's like the large and small. I really only need the small, so out. So pretty nice size, not too big, not too small. And so what it's saying is you could literally pull it. You just kind of yank it from the end and then roll it up. Yep, awesome purchase. The style of bag is called the Shiputo, and I believe there's a US version of this like brand, so you could still get them here. You don't have to go all the way to Japan for it. But if you're looking for a really good souvenir, this is amazing for that. So I think that is everything. I'm looking around making sure, and I'm pretty sure that's it. The rest of it was souvenirs, or like I said, anime themed, or plushies, or miscellaneous. But that is everything I got in Japan. I did a lot of damage. My suitcases, thankfully, JAL allows you to free check bags because they were packed. There was no room, and thankfully they were under the 50-pound weight. So there was that, because books can get very heavy. But yeah, that's everything I got. I hope there's some stores here that you're now putting on your list if you're planning on going to Japan. Let me know if there's a store that you hadn't heard of and now you're planning on going, or if there was a place that you didn't think about putting on your itinerary and now are like, maybe I should. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your favorite thing was as well. But that'll be me wrapping up this video, and I hope you have a safe and healthy week, as I will see you next week with my really fun setup for my winter lineup. So I'll see you then. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you later. Bye.